Welcome back to Origami Snowman. My name is Matt. It's a Gus cannon. Okay, sorry, that was dumb. We're just gonna cut that out. Or not, who knows. I'm still reading Elantris, but I'm like so close to being done. This is awful. This is terrible timing. Just the worst timing. I am literally in the middle of the Sanderlanch. Like the moment in the book where everything that we've been waiting for happens all at once. It is the worst place to put your bookmark. I stopped when I got to part 2, and then I meant to stop midway in, and then I didn't. And then I got to part 3, and I thought this is a good place to stop, which I didn't do. And now I just can't stop. So I thought this is a really good, because I need to finish. I have to, like, I'm in the middle of a chapter even. It's the worst. I'm gonna just make this short video to be like, oh my gosh, it's all happening and it's so good. Raoden is, for those of you who know, in the pool and doing well. Sareen she has been teleported back home with I can't remember the bad priest. I can't remember. Not Hrathen, but Dalaf, I think his name is. And those dudes are awesome. Those monks, the warrior monks are rad. They are so fun. Horrifying, terrible, awful, but like I love a villain. I love an unstoppable villain. I just do. And they seem very much unstoppable. Some people have died that I didn't want to die. I liked some characters who died. Some characters who died that I was like, whatever, I don't care. Like literally not a thought wasted for them. But oh gosh, it's fun. It's so good. And yeah. I want to just talk briefly about Hrathen, who is, I love him. Yeah, he was a huge pain in the sack for a minute. Most of the book, in fact. But like he had his Snape moment and he is redeeming himself and I love it so much. He was doing what he thought he genuinely in his heart thought was right. In fact, he even had moments where he questioned himself. Am I doing what I genuinely think is right? Or am I blindly running along? Am I doing this for my own gratification? Am I a good person? Am I a good priest? Am I following my actual faith? Where is my faith? Like he had so many human moments and so many little trials and you thought this is his turning point. Oh no, this is his turning point. Oh no, this is his turning. Oh no. And he just kept getting more and more entrenched into like the failings of his religion. And the whole time secretly was falling in love with Sareen. I love that so very much. So anyway, Elantris is going pretty well. If you haven't read it, I'm sorry. I'm spoiling absolutely everything for you. But if you have read it, you know what I'm talking about. You know how exciting and how fun it is. All the excitement and all the fun. Yay. I'm having a blast and I cannot wait. I don't know how many. I'm like 40 pages from the end. Not a good place to be. Not a great place to be. Because, you know, you're running downhill at full speed at this point. Which actually, you know, I said Raoden is in the pool. He's not. I just remembered. He is literally running downhill at full speed and try not to fall. I'm going to get back to it and I will, I'll fill you in with thoughts. Oh, also, Hoyd, what? Hoyd, what? If you know, you know. Anyway, thank you guys. I love you all to pieces. And hi. It's now the next day. I finished Elantris. I should have just done that in the first place. I want to apologize for the first half of this video. Bill's here, by the way. He approves of this message. I got real excited. I did. I was in the middle of a Sanderlanch. You know, a lot of emotions, a lot of revelations. Okay. We made it through. We're good. Not everyone's okay. Some people are okay. Good grief. Bill, no. Just bear with me. His butt is in my face. We're done. We finished Elantris. I have some thoughts. Hrathen, amazing. Loved his arc. I loved that character. He's the only character who had a genuine arc. Okay. in a lot of ways, I think this whole book was about him. You couldn't have the other characters do what they needed to do on the side. You had to put that stuff up front. It had to be, because you couldn't focus on this guy, Hrathen, and then, oh, this other guy is rediscovering this lost magic, and this other princess is trying to establish herself in the face of her lost fiance, and she's in a new land, and she, they both have very interesting, very valid stories, but Hrathen, he's the one who actually learns something from this. The other two are just like, see, we were right. And that's fine. But Hrathen was awesome. Like oh my gosh. Like there were so many great moments for him. Just like him turning aside, turning away from the militaristic view he had of his religion, not of his faith, of his religion. So essentially, this is a story about a man who turns from religion and finds that his faith is not attached to the legalism of his religion. He casts aside all of that hatred and all of the fear, and he focuses on his faith. He finds himself literally born again, like renewed. Finds that he can actually do now the things for the people he loves that he couldn't do for the people that he loathed, because his religion led him to loathe the Elantrians and the people of, I can't remember the names of any of the nations. When you just read them with your eyes, you don't hear them with your ears, and that's somehow how I log things into my brain. So wherever Iadon was the king and he died and all that crazy stuff, the country right next to Elantris. I don't remember what it's called. But he loathed those people because that's what his religion told him he should do. Now, his leader, Wyrn, which I literally just kept reading as Worm, but he was going to slaughter these people if Hrathen couldn't convert them. Although we find out later that was just, he was going to do it anyway. So Hrathen is feverishly trying to convert these people so that they won't be slaughtered. So he's trying to help them. He really is genuinely trying to help. But then his underling, which we find out later is not his underling at all, Dilaf, is actually this monk, this crazy, like, raging monster. I don't know what they do. They use some kind of magic to turn these guys into beasts, into warrior, like, bone armored. It reminded me of, I can't remember the guys in I'm bad at remembering races and nations, and let's be honest, names in general in fantasy books. But in the Stormlight Archive, it's been weeks since I've read one, so naturally none of that information is in my head. But the guys, the people, they shoot. This I shouldn't have even started going down this road. Hrathen had an amazing arc. He grew, he learned. He admitted finally that, yes, to himself, not outwardly, but to himself, that he had somehow fallen in love with Sarene and turned his abilities and his drive to protect her. And he was crazy successful. His hatred and his fear led him to try to protect the people that he was converting, but he failed. His love led him to protect Sarene, and he succeeded. And they gave him a hero's burial, which I loved that. I thought that was like, thank you for not ignoring his sacrifice. That was great. But I will say this, and this will be the last thing that I say about Elantris. Why did it have to end with a campy sex joke? Brandon? Is that how you wanted to go out? That wasn't great. No. I walked away from that party being like, it was fun, but did you see what happened right at the end? That was weird. Like, all those middle schoolers came in and started giggling, and it was weird. It was icky. Elantris, very good. If you're a Brando fando, read it. It's good. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. This is actually the end of the video. I know I teased it earlier with a little fade out. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys, all the pieces. I love you to death, and I hope to see you in the very next video. So long.